Hello guys and welcome to another episode. Now this is going to be a very special episode, as you can see from the title. It's kind of like a 2-in-1. So we're just going to hop in this map and talk about that for a second. As you've noticed from the title or from my channel, if you've been on it recently, I have hit 100 subscribers today, and I say today because I'm going to try and upload this video on the same day. So I had to try and organise everything. I should be having a custom thumbnail there, so hopefully you enjoyed that. And I'm also trying to upload this in the same day while I've been trying to do other stuff today, so I've been a little busy, but hopefully this is all worth it for you guys, and this is just a thank you as well. So also in this video, I'm going to be trying to give you some tips as I go along. So it's not going to be the perfect tip video, and I might have to start concentrating and really talk about the tips, and I might forget the tips while I'm talking about them if I'm concentrating and things like that. So I do apologise for that. And but I'm just going to try and do it while I'm playing, because that kind of helps me think about the tips that I need to give you as well. So it's like for tip number 1, the kit selection. When you choose a kit, make sure you use it to your advantage. You'll see me doing it, and I'll tell you more about it when I get to that. So hopefully I do remember that. Now, running to the middle is a bit that people try and talk about, because some people do it and some people don't. And apparently on some maps, it's worked out to be 2 people go to 1 chest. But it really depends what map and what server you're on at the moment. I think this map was the one where it's 2 people to 1 chest in the middle, so you've got less chances of getting anything at all from the chest, so some people don't like to do that. Then the next one is, once you've chosen where you're going to go in the game, where you're going to go either to the middle or run off somewhere, make sure you decide that before the game actually starts, so you can be aware of where you're going. And then the next part of that little tip is have a route. Make sure you know where you're going and have a good idea of a couple of chests, because you want to try and hit as many chests as possible if you don't have good armor or a good weapon to kill people and take their things. So that's a good tip to actually try and use and implement into any survivals there. Now take advantage of your kit. So there's going to be someone coming, I can see him right there. So I'm going to be using these because these are in my kit, and I'm going to be using them to help me kill this guy, or at least do damage him. Okay, and you'll see me a lot of times, either if I see someone or I run away from the fight, I'll run back to my mobs because they can always help me kill people. And I'm going to use my bow right here because I found some extra arrows. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to damage that guy, but I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this guy. Now he's got some mobs too, but I'm going to try and use mine to the advantage. And he's got a stone sword, so I'm going to try and keep switching around, and that actually worked. That was absolutely awesome. Next idea is strafe. Don't forget to strafe whatever happens, because strafing can be the difference between you winning and you losing. Strafing helps. So another thing about strafing, try and jump at the same time as strafing, so you can, when you fall, you do extra damage. I think it's an extra heart point damage. So like this stone sword gives 4 damage, it would actually give you 5 or 5.5 damage on a critical hit, so try and do that. Now there's 3 people here, and I've noticed that, but 2 of them are fighting each other, and this guy's not really doing anything. So I'm going to try and stay out of the fights until people are injured, because I don't want to go in a fight and then end up them ganging up on me because I've intruded on their fight or something like that, something silly. And they're actually teamers, so I'm going to run away because I don't want to try and take on a team at that point, because I was in a big disadvantage there. As you can see, my mobs aren't with me. So I'm going to stand around here, use my bow if they are going to come and get me, which they aren't because they were going for the other guy. Now what I want to try and do is take out this team, but I want to try and split them up. That's a good thing to do with teams, because a lot of the times you'll fight one person, then they'll switch out and fight, the other person will fight you, or you fight both at the same time. And right here they have split up a tiny bit, and I want to try and do a tiny bit of damage to at least one of them, but I can't do that, so I'm going to run away, and hopefully that this plan is going to work. I'm hoping that they're going to run through here and run into my mobs. And this has split them up already. This has split them up. This is what I wanted to do. Get as many hits as I can on one guy, take him out. This guy will normally come and try and help him, but he's already dead. So he doesn't know that. And this guy's actually the weaker one of the 2. So try and take out the strongest, and there you go. That's taken out a team. Now I don't want to hang around here too long, but I want to take these things that he's got right here. Oh, come on, it's a bit lagging. Bit laggy. There we go. Right, now I want to run. Next tip, don't hang around the area where you've killed a couple of people too long, because if you do, more people will come and try and kill you because they know you're going to be injured. So you can see here I'm just going to run out and try and get into an open area where I could get shot by a bow, but it gives me the advantage to actually see more places and things like that. Now I'm actually just going to hop on here and look. Now the tracker in this game shows you where people are coming from. See, now if I went and tried to sort out my things like I am at the moment, I know I'm a little bit safe at the moment, which is why I'm not too worried, which is why I sorted my chest out. Now I actually want to go and save my skeleton because they are very useful. So let's just run in while he's taking a bit of damage. I've taken some there too, so I'm getting the lower ground to try and get some critical, not critical hits in, but if you're lower you can really take people out. So I'm not going to hang around here at all because I am very low and I don't want to be ambushed again like I almost was. So you can see I've used my kit to my full potential as they try and kill the mobs first. I'm just going to run over here and eat some food. And what I'm going to try and do now is always try and regen if you can. And as much as you can, because that's going to help you win the game quite a lot of times. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to be regen a bit, so I'm going to try and think of what to do and what's the play. So while you're regening, always try and play the game still, and what I mean by that is think of what your next move's going to be. So reorganising mine, I'm looking, see if I've got the best armour I have possible in my inventory. And now I'm thinking, I've got 6 levels, why don't I go and use them? So if there's enough time, I'm going to go and try and head to the middle. Now, I think the best way to do this on this map is going to be head right, just around this corner. So he had some pretty good items. I know there's a stone sword there, but I'm hoping if I can get my enchanted, actually, I'm going to do that. Before I he's found the blitz star. There's 2 stone swords here, and what I want to do is just take them out the game. Because if I do that, it stops other people trying to kill me with a stone sword, because stone swords, as people know, are the most powerful weapon that you can get unless you find iron or diamond to make a diamond or iron sword. So I'm just going to try and head to the middle while there's only 7 players left. Now this is the only way I know how to get to the middle on this map, because I don't know it very well. So try and memorise a couple maps and the routes and places like that, and chests that are useful. And maybe some good areas around those chests that you're going to go to ambush people or get a good advantage on people using the environment, because that's always a good thing to do. So I'm just going to skip all these chests. I know there's a chest in there and things like that, but I'm assuming they've already been looted. So I'm going to just try and go to the middle and enchant. Now the thing about the middle is you're in a valuable, not valuable, sorry, I can't think of the word right now, it's completely gone out of my head. Vulnerable, that's the one, vulnerable position. Because you're not looking where the enemy could be. So what I always do, or what I always like to do, is try and look from where the tracker is going, because the tracker on Blitz Survival points to the closest person. So if you're doing this in a different server which doesn't have a tracker or anything like that, then you're pretty much going to rely on your instincts, and hopefully that when you're enchanting things, nothing goes wrong. So I can see it's pointing this way. And I'm going to have a little nosy around the corner. Now I can't... Oh, see, my tracker's switched already. So I'm going to have a look around here. And I can't see anybody there. So I'm just going to enchant one item. Like this. Sharpness 1. Have another look. And just keep looking back every time you want to enchant something. Because that way... you can see if anybody's coming or not. So what you want to do also is, if you're going to take off armor to enchant it, because you might not have another one in your inventory, check before it and then enchant it and put it back on as soon as possible, and then take another look, because having more armor is always good. So I'm just going to do this one right here, and I could be running out of time because I'm trying to find one like that. And now I'm going to look for a helmet. Now I do have a different helmet, but did I hear someone then? Nope. See, now if I had my kit here, I'd be really using them to my advantage, because I'd have a lot more view and places to get. I think I had a better one there. So now I've got like 1 XP. I'm going to use it on a bow and see if I can get power 1, because if I decide to use a bow, I never normally upgrade a bow, but if I've got spare levels then I will do. Because bows are useful, but I don't use them to kill people, I use them to take hearts off people. So I mean, having an enchanted bow with power 1 is pretty good and useful, I guess, but it's not like a necessity for me, so I don't really go for it. See, I'll just hit that person, and I think he's not moving, so okay, now he's moving. I thought he would run away actually, because I look pretty scary with all my enchanted gear. So as you can see, he's running up. I'm just going to try and take him out as much as possible, and then jump behind him, so his hitbox is completely out the way of mine, so he can't hit me at all while I'm jumping behind him, which is a very good thing to do. picked up his arrows and I picked up his potions as well. I'm going to be using those as much as possible. So if you can take other people's kits, then make sure you do it, because it's going to give you a huge advantage. Now you can see that there's 5 players left. So what I'm going to try and do is try and look for players that are weaker than me, and hopefully I can do that. And I'm assuming players are going to be weaker than me because I've got things fully enchanted. And I'm also going to be using these toxicologist potions. So I can see him, he's in the water there, and he's at a weak point because there's 2 people trying to fight. Look, I'm assuming they're trying to fight because one's in the water and one isn't. Okay. So he's trying to fight, so I'm going to try and get some hits in there. See if I can either steal a kill or damage him so one of them dies and I can take out the other one, which is what I'm trying to do here. And he's trying to run away, and he probably won't make it. I thought he would make it because I didn't know how much hearts he had. Now I'm going to quickly straight go for this guy because I know full well that he is definitely injured, even though he's not injured. Oh, he's stuck right there. But he wasn't injured, so that was a little bit risky for me. I thought he would be because I saw them get hit once or twice. So it doesn't look like he was, but as you can see now, these tips I've actually used while I've been playing. And if you haven't noticed that, then just look at my kills for a second. I've got 7 kills out of the possible 24. Most people, when they play Blitz Survival or any survival game, get around 3 to 4 kills average. Now, obviously I've been using my tips, so obviously it shows they do work. If you look in the description after you've watched the video, I will be putting some extra tips in if I can remember them. If I haven't stated them in this video and I've thought of them after doing it or something like that. Oh, we're going in deathmatch. We're going in deathmatch. So there's 3 players left. Now it's quite hard in the deathmatch because obviously I look like the most powerful, so I think they're both going to team up on me because that's happened in the past. But I'm going to use these around the 5-second mark. And I've poisoned myself, which isn't good at all. So I'm going to hit before the countdown actually gets there. And then I'm going to try and... They're teaming up on me. But I'm going to try and hit them as much as possible. Run away for a second. Try and get a bit of regen. Then switch round and try and get him like this. And I have won, guys. I have won. That is how you do it. Those are all the tips you need to win. And I have just got an error. So I'm going to stop recording. And I'll just do a little voice and add an image at the end. Be right back. Okay, guys. So I'm back here. And I just had to add a little image there because I had an error, a graphics card error. I really hope you enjoyed that episode and that special episode, and having 100 subscribers does mean a lot to me, so I hope I can keep growing and have this awesome community that we can all just chill around, and that's what I'm trying to aim for. Just have a community where people enjoy my content, they can talk about other people's content, what they like to see, and things like that. I hope you did enjoy this video. If I've missed any tips out, either add them in the comments below or I'll try and add some in the description if I remember any. I hope you guys enjoy this episode and enjoy all the future videos that are going to come. I've hopefully got some really awesome videos, and I'm actually really pleased that I'm going to get this out on time because I've had to record it in the same day I've got the same subscribers, because I didn't want to miss out, guys. It's a good celebration, isn't it? A milestone is an awesome achievement. So I'm just going to stop rambling on here, and I'll be leaving you to the new outro. Now this is going to be different to my other outros because I've actually got someone to do my banner and outro for me. So this is going to be a new outro. I hope you guys enjoy this outro, and make sure you check out this guy as well. There's a link on my channel. If you just hop over to my channel and look where my banner actually is, there'll be a link straight to his channel. He does some really awesome work, so make sure you check him out and give him some credit if you like. So I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that episode. If you want to see some more of my videos, then make sure you check out these two. On the left we have a previous survival games. It's not the same as this one because this video is special, as you guys know, but it's a previous survival game, so if you want to check that out, make sure you click the one on the left, and the one on the right is going to be my Let's Play series from Minecraft, so if you want to check that out, make sure you click the video on the right. If you want to check both out, click both of them. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.